Mill.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
That's the wrong time, nigga.
Count out loud.
30,
Can't, huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hold up. Listen to this. Nicki Minaj has reportedly put Meek Mill on high alert again, and the internet is buzzing about it. She's now hinting at alleged connections to Jeffrey Epstein's island, and fans are saying she's in full revenge mode lately. And it's not just Meek. People online claim she's been throwing shade at everyone from Beyoncé to Jay-Z, while also revisiting accusations against an ex she once said put his hands on her. But wait, it gets even messier. If people thought the rumors linking Meek to Sean Diddy Combs were controversial, what's being hinted at now has the internet saying the situation could get even worse from here. And remember that viral moment where Meek was energetically celebrating at a party hosted by billionaire Michael Rubin with a room full of elite guests watching? Yeah, that clip everyone kept replaying. Now Nicki is implying that moments like that might be part of what she claims are humiliation rituals that powerful billionaire circles allegedly put certain rappers through for access and acceptance.
A really good friend of mine like Meek, and people trying to, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? Number one, let's say if people want to be gay, it is 2024. Who the cares? Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change a narrative, a bet he made with me to try to hurt him?
Right now, Nicki Minaj is in a really strange spot after publicly saying she supported Donald Trump. On top of that, she hasn't set foot in an award show in quite some time, yet the industry still isn't letting her off the hook. And of course, Dion Cole somehow made it his business to drag her publicly at the NAACP Awards.
Sister Nicki Minaj, Lord, yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. It hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord. Take it out her ass, Lord. We bind that spirit in her ass, Lord.
And after catching so much heat for joining the MAGA camp, Nicki Minaj made it clear she's ready to stand alone on an island. And honestly, that's standing on business. Considering the industry she's in and everything she's witnessed firsthand, she knows exactly what could happen if she stops protecting herself. At this point, it's starting to look like she might actually be onto something. Back in 2024, she revealed a shocking story about surviving a poisoning attempt after a staff member allegedly tampered with her food. She questioned her team and got nowhere, only to later discover that the same person went on to work for Jay-Z and the Rockefeller organization not long after. So, do you really think the gatekeepers are happy with how Nicki has been pushing back and rising against the industry? Honestly, I don't think so.
Women in Hollywood are being disempowered by these conservatorships, having their platforms hijacked. And I have to say quickly on that subject, Jay-Z, take off that damn lace front wig and leave Nicki Minaj alone. Because I know you're trying to do a lot, allegedly. You're trying to do the same things to Nicki that people have done to Britney Spears, and we're gonna clock it.
I mean, let's be real. There's a reason Nicki Minaj has been nominated for 12 Grammys and still hasn't taken one home, even with a discography that's straight fire. And when it comes to calling out the wild stuff that goes on in the industry, Nicki has never held back, especially when it comes to her long-standing issues with Meek Mill and how he's treated her over the years.
Sis, Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
All right, here's some context. Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill dated for almost 2 years, from 2015 to 2017, and it was clear she fell hard for him while they were together. For a hot second, it really seemed like they might become hip-hop's ultimate power couple, especially with Meek's rising star power. But girl, as soon as they split, it was like you couldn't find two people who hated each other more. According to Nicki, the more Meek got involved with Sean Diddy Combs and other elite circles, the more aggressive he became toward women. But when it came to confronting men, he stayed humble. She even tweeted, "You roughed your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, kicked me in front of your mother and sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake's D made you feel tough again." Nicki didn't stop there. She went live with Soulja Boy shortly after and spoke about knowing plenty of DL men who make life rough for the women they end up with, really doubling down on her claims.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do.
Even though Nicki Minaj never directly named Meek Mill, it was crystal clear who she was talking about. And let's be real, the internet doesn't sleep, baby. Once people start digging, it doesn't take long for receipts to surface.
Meek Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look. You can't take back what your butthole received.
Y'all gotta hear this. The second the internet started digging, photos of Meek Mill and Sean Diddy Combs looking way too cozy started popping up everywhere. People even began analyzing how they interacted, and honestly, it got to the point where even Stevie Wonder could see this was way more than just a casual friendship. Then, when Lil Rod dropped his lawsuit, it basically confirmed all the speculation. In that legal filing, he specifically mentioned that Diddy was allegedly involved with the Philadelphia rapper who had once dated Nicki Minaj.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And get this, according to insiders, Nicki Minaj actually has receipts from a party that Sean Diddy Combs threw for Meek Mill, and the stories coming from that night are wild. For Meek's 27th birthday, Nicki rented out a $7.5 million mansion in Las Vegas, packed it with A-list celebs, and things reportedly got so out of control that the party made headlines. By the time it ended around 3 a.m., the property reportedly looked like a full-on crime scene. Jason Haidt, the property manager, said the next day all the bedrooms were trashed. Broken bottles, blood on the sheets, used protections, razor blades, and hundreds of lubricants and baby oils scattered across dressers and marble floors. Yeah, that's how you know it was a Diddy-level party. But what shocked the manager even more were the demands Diddy allegedly made. Reportedly, he took out an insurance policy covering the mansion, its contents, and even potential loss of life during the event. He also demanded new locks for every room with him holding the keys and insisted on smoke detectors. Some speculate these were actually hidden cameras so he could record everything for his private collection. And if you've been keeping up with this mess, you've probably heard the audio of two men going at it, allegedly Meek Mill and Diddy. Word is that audio was recorded at the party by a bodyguard. The man who allegedly captured it even came forward to confirm its authenticity, swearing up and down that it was 100% Meek Mill and Diddy in the recording.
Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy rich.
All right, y'all, hold on because it gets even more tangled. Allegedly, it wasn't the bodyguard who recorded the audio after all. It was actually Nicki Minaj, but for her own safety, she reportedly paid the bodyguard to leak it instead. At first, Meek Mill tried to play it off like lies, claiming that being called DL and Diddy's boy toy was just an attempt to ruin everything he worked for as a rapper. He even offered $100,000 to anyone who could trace the source of the rumors, but he knew it was Nicki behind it, so he never followed through. Meek also said, "I will never let fake rumors about my name or manhood linger and be silent. My son had to see all that and deal with it going to school. It's a silent war against black men, and y'all rocking with him." But once the footage of him getting humiliated by Michael Rubin and his billionaire friends dropped, Meek had no leg to stand on. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse, Nicki is now speaking out too, seemingly confirming that Meek was more than just a boy toy to Sean Diddy Combs. Sources claim Diddy got Meek accustomed to being cared for both financially and intimately by men, priming him to be used by others, and allegedly he was one of the people passed around on Jeffrey Epstein's island. That's why, while he was with Diddy, Meek wasn't putting out much music. He didn't need to because he was being backed as a sugar baby. And yeah, that viral video of Meek in a cage, reportedly from one of those rich men's parties. But make no mistake, Meek wasn't just a victim. He actively knew what he was getting into and didn't want to give up that lifestyle. Once his music started underperforming compared to earlier years, he was willing to do whatever and whoever it took to keep his money and connections intact. Even though Nicki didn't like Meek as a person, her words clearly hit a nerve and had some truth to them. She's right. That's why he was frustrated with women, because his preference was men, but he felt trapped in a way he couldn't fully act on. That viral pool clip says it all. Meek's own words even confirm it. Cooling off that backside, refusing to bunny hop, ready to fight, saying anyone who did jail time with him could tell you the truths. That behavior didn't just appear overnight. But now I want to hear from you. What do y'all think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Betties.